Groundhog Day, what's the big deal?
Let's talk about that.
Hi, I'm Jason from Los Angeles, California. Good mythical morning.
Good mythical morning.
Today's episode is brought to you by the Rhett and Link store, where you can get merch like this shirt right here. Good mythical morning, everybody.
I'm excited. I get excited about stuff, but this is different. This is for real. I'm excited. I have reason. It's calendar related. It's not today, but it's tomorrow. Tomorrow, my favorite holiday. We've already given you a hint. You may have read it in the title. Groundhog Day. If you're watching this tomorrow, it is Groundhog Day. Booyah. Everyone out there is just like saying things like booyah right now. Because they're so pumped up.
I've known you for quite a while, and I've never known that Groundhog Day is your favorite holiday.
Well,
to me,
I just decided.
I'm just going to say.
It wasn't before today.
This seems like a bit of sensationalism. It seems like you're like, all right, we're going to talk about Groundhog Day, so I'm going to make it seem like it's my favorite holiday. I'm just being honest.
Groundhog Day.
I feel like you're being dishonest.
The only holiday related to prognostication associated with the weather. I love the weather, man. You know that about me.
You wanted to use that word.
No,
That's what it was.
It's the weather. When I was young, what I wanted to be when I grew up?
A weatherman.
A weatherman.
Well, weatherwoman, actually, but that didn't work out, so.
No. Have you seen the weather women here in Los Angeles?
I try not to see them.
Let's not go there. The weatherman, that's what I wanted to be. Not a meteorologist. Bob DeBardelaben. He was the WRAL guy. That was his name. It's like, wow, that's a great name. I want to do that.
I love that, man.
And then I decided to do other things, pursue other paths that have led me to this, but still in my heart of hearts, I'm a weatherman.
Okay, weatherman. What's the deal with Groundhog Day?
Well, Groundhog Day, it originated in the 18th century, Pennsylvania. The Germans up there in Pennsylvania.
The Amish.
Yeah, they were drawing on, let's see, I got some notes here. The sacred badger or bear was a prognosticator, precursor to the groundhog back in Germany, I guess. So when they came to Pennsylvania, they used groundhogs, and when it came up on a certain day, which is tomorrow or today if you're watching it tomorrow, if it sees its shadow, it's 6 more weeks. I don't even have the facts straight. 6 more weeks of...
And that's why it's your favorite holiday.
What is it?
Because you don't even know what it means.
A certain...
See what I'm talking about?
If it emerges from its burrow, spring will come early if it sees its shadow. But if it doesn't, it will not.
Yeah, 6 more weeks of winter.
So it's this irony associated with, if you see a shadow, the weather's going to be good. No, weather's not going to be good?
Boy.
What is it?
Listen, I don't really...
I just decided yesterday that it was my favorite.
I don't
How am I
care
supposed to have
about
it
the
all?
significance. Listen, I want to talk about the best part about Groundhog Day, and that is Bill Murray's movie, Groundhog Day, where he keeps reliving the same day over and over and over again with slight little differences. That's when I think about Groundhog Day, I think about the movie, and that makes me happy.
I know if you see its shadow, it's going to be winter longer, which is ironic because you can't see your shadow unless there's sun. That's all that I'm saying is that it's ironic, It's related to weather. It's my favorite. Have I said it's my favorite?
Yeah, good for you.
All right, let's pull up the wheel. Let's end this episode. Let's just end it because I didn't have my facts straight. I can't get everything straight. I got, 100 to 1. I get everything straight.
Link disciplines Rhett like a child.
Boy! Yeah? You got something you want to tell me?
About what?
Do you got something you want to tell me? About the television remote? You and the television remote?
I like to hold it.
Uh-huh. And then what did you do with it? What did you do with it when you were holding it?
I ate it.
No, you didn't eat it. You hit somebody with it. Hold out your hand. You see this right here? This the hand that hit your little sister with the remote? I'm gonna hit you with something. My hand.
Ow.
That's right. And I'll do it again.
Dad.
Say you're sorry.
Dad.
Say you're sorry. Say you're sorry, boy. Say you're sorry. Say you're sorry. And my hand's hurting now. Say you're sorry. Say you're sorry. Say you're sorry.
You're sorry.
Say...
Groundhog Day. What's the big whoop?
Let's talk about that.
Hi, I'm Jason, the GMM cameraman from Los Angeles. Good mythical morning.
Good mythical morning.
Today's episode is brought to you by the Red Link store. Go to redlink.com, click on stores where you can get merch like this shirt. Good mythical morning, everybody.
I am excited today. Now, I know that I build this up sometimes that I get excited about stuff, but this is for real. Today, I am really excited because tomorrow is my favorite day of the year, my favorite holiday ever, and we kind of alluded to it in the title and all that type of stuff, Groundhog Day. And if you're watching this tomorrow, then today is Groundhog Day. Booyah!
But listen,
people are saying booyah out there. They're celebrating that it's Groundhog Day. Like me, favorite holiday.
I've known you for quite some time. And I gotta say, this is news to me that Groundhog Day is your favorite holiday.
Well, I just decided. It was my new favorite holiday.
Let me tell you what this sounds like. This seems to me like you want to get people excited about this episode, so you're gonna make up the fact that it's your favorite holiday. It's just like sensationalism. You're being sensational.
No.
It's being dishonest is how I feel about it.
No, it's the only holiday that is based on the prognostication of weather.
You just wanted to use that word.
No, don't you know what I wanted to be when I was little? When I grew up? Do you know?
A weatherman.
That's right. Bob DeBartolete.
Well, actually,
that was the guy's name.
woman.
WRAL. He was the guy. He wasn't a meteorologist. He was a weatherman. He told the weather. And I remember in my heart of hearts, from the youngest of ages, I decided I am going to be that weatherman.
I'm a fan of Bob DeBartolete.
I'm still a fan. God rest his soul. But you know what? My path in life has gone a little bit differently. But in my heart of hearts, I am still that weatherman.
Well, okay. Tell me about it.
Therefore, this is my favorite holiday.
Well,
as of yesterday.
Expound on it.
Well, in the 17th century, scratch that. Let's say 18th century.
Okay, because that would be accurate. Correct.
Yeah. In the 18th century, Pennsylvania, the Germans there, they brought over...
The Amish people.
No, the Germans in Pennsylvania. In Germany, back even before that, they would do this thing with with a sacred bear or badger would prognosticate the weather. But then over here, they would look at a groundhog. The groundhog would, whoop, it would come up out of the ground. And then if it saw its shadow, it meant, I always get this mixed up. If it saw its shadow,
this is your favorite holiday.
6 more days of, I'm just learning though, it's a process.
6 more days?
6 more weeks. 6 more weeks of winter. But
if
it doesn't see its shadow, spring's gonna come early.
How early?
Like immediately?
See, you know nothing. Listen.
What? Well, did you know that a groundhog can whistle when it's alarmed?
No.
And also when it's mating, it's trying to attract a mate. A groundhog will
I don't want to think
whistle.
about groundhogs mating.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like this.
When I think about Groundhog Day, I don't think about all this prognostication. I think about the greatest movie that Bill Murray ever made, Groundhog Day. Where he repeats the same day over and over again. And he's a weatherman. Punxsutawney Phil.
Was he a weatherman?
Yes. You know nothing about Groundhog Day. It should be your favorite movie. It's a weatherman that's talking about Groundhog Day.
Well, fine. We'll just end this episode then.
Yeah,
if that's how it's going to be, then that's how it's going to be. Whistle when you mate. Isn't that a song?
Link disciplines Rhett like a child.
Rhett, come in here. Rhett, now listen. Okay. I want to talk to you before your daddy gets here. I know what you did with the remote. No, I'm not going to do that to you. Boy, I'm in here now. Put out your hand. Tell me what you did with that remote. Use your hand to tell me. Make it talk.
I lost it.
That's not it. Tell me what you did with the remote. Say you're sorry then. Say you're sorry.
I tell you what I'm going to...
Say I'm sorry.
You tell what I'm going to do with the remote.
Say I'm sorry.
I'm going to stick it where the sun don't shine.
Say I'm sorry about that too. You got 2 things to be sorry for. Say I'm sorry. Say I'm sorry. Say I'm sorry.
You're sorry. You're going to be... Groundhog Day.
Let's talk about that.
Hi, I'm Jason from Los Angeles. Good mythical morning.
Good mythical morning.
Today's episode is brought to you by the Rhett and Link store, where you can get merch like this shirt. Good mythical morning, everybody.
I am excited today. Now, I know there are many times in the past that I say I am excited, but and that's for real. But even more real is this time that I'm excited. There's legitimate excitement happening in my person right now because tomorrow is my favorite holiday. And if you were looking at the video teaser earlier or the title or any of that stuff that I might mention, then you might know that it's Groundhog Day. And if you're watching this tomorrow, then you're watching it on Groundhog Day. So that's even better.
Hold up.
Booyah. The people are celebrating at home. They feel the excitement that I feel. And with this being my favorite holiday,
but the
best.
The whole thing is dishonest, in my opinion, because you know how long I've known you? 30 years or whatever.
Yes, I do.
Up until right now, the day before Groundhog Day, I did not know that Groundhog Day is your favorite holiday.
I just made it my favorite holiday.
No.
Like yesterday, I decided.
In my mind, this is sensational.
I mean, have you ever had a favorite color?
You want the people
And
at
have
home
you ever changed
to
it?
get excited about this just because you want them to think, oh, he cares about it, I'm going to care about it. It just seems dishonest.
You're calling me a liar.
In this instance, yes, definitely.
Okay. Well, you've known me for how many years?
About 30.
Okay. Well, then, what did I want to be when I grew up? Before I grew up,
A weather woman.
a weatherman. WRAL, Bob DeBartolome. You remember him? See, I wanted to be that man. Wasn't a meteorologist.
I did like Bob
He was a
DeBartolome.
weatherman. Groundhog Day is the only holiday based on the prognostication of weather.
You just wanted to be able to use that word.
No, I've already said that part. So let's just move forward. Never mind. That didn't even make sense. Don't worry about it. I wanted to be a weatherman. That's all I'm saying, man. This is my favorite.
Okay, well, tell me about Groundhog Day then.
In the 18th century, Germans who were in Pennsylvania decided to...
The Amish.
No, not the Amish. I don't think. Could have been, maybe. Anyway, they had this thing that they used to do over there in Germany where they would have, what was it? A sacred bear or badger would prognosticate the weather. Well, they brought that over. They used groundhogs. When the groundhog would come up out of the hole, if it saw its shadow, it meant 6 more weeks of winter. But if it didn't see its shadow, it meant, boom, we're going right into spring. It's coming early. Spring's coming early. Cause to celebrate. It's happening.
So you do know a little bit about this.
I know a lot about it. I know everything about it. Do you know that groundhogs can whistle? And then when they're trying to attract a mate, they whistle.
Get out of here.
You know what it sounds like?
Uh-uh.
You can't whistle, can you? No, it sounds like you're calling a puppy. No. That's where we get that. Whenever you see a good-looking woman, you say, that happened because of the Germans in Pennsylvania.
Of gophers?
No, groundhogs.
Groundhogs?
Yeah.
Well, a groundhog is a gopher.
No, if a man saw a woman and wanted to whistle to communicate that they were pretty, they wouldn't know what to do if it weren't for Groundhog Day.
I appreciate all your facts that you're just reading from an iPad, but the thing that makes Groundhog Day is the movie Groundhog Day, Bill Murray's best movie ever. You know what I'm talking about. Oh! He keeps reliving the same day over and over again.
Wow, that was new. I'm familiar with the movie.
Well, spin the wheel then.
Whistle While You Mate. I think it's a song. In Snow White. Oh!
Link disciplines Rhett like a child. Okay.
Hey, Rhett. It's your brother, Bobby. I know what you did with the remote. I'm pretty embarrassed. That's why I told Mom, Rhett, you got to run. You've got to run away because your dad is very angry about the... Boy! What did you do with the remote? Say I'm sorry.
You didn't even ask me what I did.
Say I'm sorry. Say I'm sorry.
You're sorry.
Say I'm sorry.
You're sorry.
Say I'm sorry.
You're sorry.
Say I'm sorry. Oh.
Groundhog Day. Huh?
Let's talk about that.